What's up, guys? It's Super Jonsu here, back again with Team Fortress 2 on High Tower. Now, okay, cut. Okay, I'm here to talk about how Trolldiers deserve every single piece of hate they get. They deserve every mini sentry, every sentry that they come across, and here is my reasons why. Now, what are trolldiers? Let's get the facts straight here first. Trolldiers are essentially soldier players who use the rocket jumper and market gardener or any other melee, right? So essentially rocket jump and then get around and kill people. Or not kill people, but players rather. That's the explanation for it. However, Trolldier players hate when people play engineer. They hate when they face a sentry because sentries are automated. They have essentially aimbot, they are super strong, and they cannot fight against sentries effectively. So Trolldier players have the tendency to not be very, you know, they don't like sentries, which I have here, right? The whole philosophy behind Trolldier is very very horrible, because if you have a Trolldier on your team in a Team Fortress 2 game, you are down a player. Look here. He's not hitting any market gardener, and he's gonna die. He lost the game. We have another Trolldier here. They're not doing anything against the red team's capture right here. Trolldiers are useless players in all contexts, right? They're useless, and if they happen to be good, they're not good enough to justify them playing Trolldier. The whole name, it gives the way. Troll deer, troll as in trolling, as in making people mad. Of course, you can say that, oh, I'm their target audience, right? I'm mad because of these players. Well, that's fair criticism. However, I would say you're wrong and I'm right. Trolldiers are useless. And they are harmful for this game psyche also. Why? Because Trolldiers love to complain. As I said before, they love to complain about sentries. They love to complain about mini sentries, but they complain more when they are scrutinized for their antisocial behavior. Now, as I said previously, I'm not a fan of friendlies, but they have a awful credit of just ruining the flows of matches. They are, uh, in essence, they are self-centered pricks, and they deserve everything they get. Now, this game here, of course, the opposite side is being more competent, right? We have 2 soldiers on our spawn AFK, right? Yeah, the red team has a much healthier team composition than ours has. That's why we are losing this game. Of course, it's high tower, so it's to be expected, right? You know, it's either a very deathmatch type or it is a very high stomp, which we can clearly see that it's a stomp here. 32 against my 9 points. But this is the breeding grounds, you could say, of Trolldiers, and I'm basically here to kill them all, right? We need to kill every single Trolldier we see. The Soundsmith has poisoned these poor players' minds thinking that, oh, Trolldier is fun, Trolldier is actually good. I've even seen an insane claim that Trolldier is good in MVM, Man versus Machine. That is just insane. These people are insane and you give them views. You give them exposure. That is something to ponder. But I am mad about the whole concept of Trolldier. Now that soldier there with the lime painted items, I respect him. He's clearly a good soldier player and he has experience on the class. The same cannot be said for these horrible. Yeah, that's fair. You know, he has rocket launcher, so it's that was completely fair. He beasted on me right there. But Trolldier could never. Because once you hit them with one rocket, they go into disarray because their whole flow is that it's in their terms, right? Their whole shtick. But when you actually take that away, it's not there, right? Yeah, I respect that soldier. He's clearly a experienced player. But none of these trollers in this match have been. They're just useless. I'm not I'm not claiming to be a good player, right? I have only like 1,700 hours, which is not that much compared to a lot of veteran players, right? 1,700, it's not that much. But imagine a player with 100 hours or even 10 hours and then, you know, getting to a video about Trolldiers and getting this poison in their minds that, oh, Trolldier is a very good class, you know, it's a valuable and fun. No, it's poison. You know, I came in here in the hopes that we could have had more of this, like, Trolldier poaching, but it seems that I'm getting beasted on by this soldier. I respect these players. I respect the players who do not use Trolldier at all. Market Gardener is not a bad weapon and it does its job, but solely relying on it as your primary, it's just foolish. We all know it's foolish, right? Oh my goodness. Wow. What happened there? Wow. You know, there's only one thing that might be worse than Trolldiers, and those are um, what you call it? Cloak, not cloak and dagger. Mm, the sorry, my game is in Finnish. It's the Death Watch, right? The Death Watch. So those spies, you know, the watch is obviously a crutch, right? But Trolldiers might be even worse because they know their whole shtick is a cope, and they still do it, right? Spies are at least right, like not they don't consciously think that it's a cope, but Trolldiers do know, yet they do it anyway. Like snipers aren't even that bad in Team Fortress 2, but you know who are? Trolldiers. Trolldiers need to go extinct. Sounds me, you know that YouTuber whose whole shtick is about Trolldier. He should give up the whole cope and admit it sucks. Nobody benefits from having a Trolldier on their team. They could always use like a better rocket launcher, like normal stock or its variants, or like fucking Liberty launcher. But no, they have to use rocket jumper, which does no damage. We know we must be like funny pew pew, not even pew pew, like bam, I'm dead. Not big surprise because I am a troll deer loser. Yeah, that's exactly it, dude. That's it. And no, before you comment, I'm not going to accept any 1v1 like requests or demands, because that's I don't entertain such. But yeah, if they had an engineer that killed my team's Trolldiers, I would respect that engine. But too bad. I don't like friendlies for the same reason, right? But at least with friendlies, you know where you stand with Trolldiers. They're just menace. They are they are like animals. They don't have rationality. They don't have this kind of soul or thinking. Congrats, Red Team, for team wiping us. No, good job that you don't have any troll deers here, right? They will get the message and they will keep it in their subconscious, even if they disagree. Look at this. Look at this. This guy, I think he might be defending troll deers. Oh no. Let's not defend Trolldiers, guys, not even ironically, please. They need to be wiped out. Okay, it seems like I have gotten this Giulio guy to play Trolldier. Let's see if I can get some reactions out of him. He's obviously a good player, but unfortunately he claims to main Trolldier, whatever that means. Let's just capture the point for a very quick. We don't need to get the soldier or the troll deer actually to get the round victory. We need to obviously prevent this troll deers from ever winning the game, because it's only morally justified. Look how the troll deer runs when they see a Chad engineer, right? They run because they cannot conceptualize. How would he ever fight against the engineer? Because he's a useless character without his rocket launcher. Okay. Well, the heavy can, of course. I mean, I can respect the heavy. I can respect the heavy for playing it, but I cannot never respect the troll deer. If you see a troll deer, you have to troll them back. That is only right. Wow, we love those, don't we, folks? We really do. And you might be like looking here and saying, "Oh, how I cope so hard over getting killed by a troll deer." Well, of course I cope. You know, that is natural. You have to understand also that if you give them any sort of satisfaction, they will exploit it mercilessly. They will exploit it mercilessly, and they will not like let you forget. So you must always swat a troll deer. It's like swat it off the sky. Now we have our own troll deer in our team. King Moth, can you change? Because we don't need this filth. Look at that. Troll deers don't have an answer to a sentry. They might kill you, but then they will never get your soul. Always remember this. Now we have our own market gardeners. Look at that. They work with one brain cell, and that is to jump and press Q to change weapons, or press 1 or 3, whatever, right? There might be 2 brain cells there. What do I know? I'm not a brainless amoeba, but troll deers deserve it. Good. So we won. We won power to the non-troll deers. And that's all for now. Goodbye. Super Rensu out. Kill all troll deers.